opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taylor now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Calling a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hey, 22!
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Big 20.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man downfield is Johnson. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
93.
Now Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, it's Carr. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
29.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
7-7, our score after 1. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hey, we're good, we're good. This right feet.
On play action, now Carr. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone.
You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
What now?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Carr going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Hey, 7:34.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Monday, down. Ain't no way. What's up?
Carr now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
What's up?
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing now is Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, it's Taylor from his ends. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way game. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. It's a gain of 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. Touchdown! Cooper Cup as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Now the try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. A give, running right is Akers. Down the right sideline. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Here's Carr, escaping the pressure right. Complete, it's Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
On third down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Carr now on first down.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now Carr, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Marshawn Lattimore finding his way behind the line and to the football.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
What now?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing on first down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. Olave holds it in. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
throw. They'll roll him out right. He completes it to Olave. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Back in my ways. Yeah. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Yeah. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with